What's going on, guys? Chris here, and welcome back to another episode on the Maplecraft server. My name is Chris. I don't know why I said that. I don't know. I'm out of touch. I haven't recorded very much recently. But yes, I am going to do some videos today, which is different. I haven't recorded in a while. I've been kind of slow on the recording. And there's a couple reasons for that, and I'm going to talk about them today in this very video that you're currently investing your time in watching. I'm sorry. Anyways, yes, hello, I am here. There, like I said, have been many an issue. And honestly, I really don't remember what I talked about last time I recorded. The last time I recorded a video was about a week and a half ago. And I don't think I talked about my internet issue. I talked about it on the podcast, but I don't know how many of you watch the podcast. If any at all. Do you even know we have a podcast? It's called Maplecraft. It's really cool. You should check it out. But anyways, yeah, my internet's been absolutely horrible like the last forever, and it's been crashing every time I try and upload. So it's kind of a pain. And now I remember what I was supposed to do. I wanted to get a shovel. I'm gonna start working on digging this out, by the way. Like the last few episodes we've worked on the thing I can't remember the name of. Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, it's yeah. You know what? Let me turn this down. Hope that's not too quiet, but I'll talk anyways. So yeah, I've had issues with my upload. It's an issue with my router, I think, or something. I don't know. It's just my internet crashes a lot whenever I try and upload, and the ISP's like, we'll work on it. So I've been very sad and haven't really had too much time to upload. So I just got an episode of No Place for Blocks out, which I need to finish rendering all of those and just schedule them to upload anyway. Because next week I go back to school. Well, not back to school. I go off to college. I'm never seeing any of you again. No. Yeah, I've talked about my college plans a billion and one times. So just go back and watch one of the past 10 videos. Shorthand. Monday I start classes, and it's gonna be a lot of amazing fun, and I'm gonna cry. But I'm not gonna have as much time to record YouTube, so I'm sorry. But anyways, yes, I'm probably gonna end up. I've kind of been getting a video out about every other day. I should be able to kind of stick to that schedule. I hope my audio's not peaking. I'm looking at the audio track recording. It looks like it's peaking. I screw around my audio settings too much. But anyways, yes. So. YouTube is going to be hopefully remain a thing. I really want it to because I really enjoy it. Talked about this a million times and you were all tired of hearing it. But yes, another thing, you know what I should do? I'm going to try backing my microphone up a little bit. That should do something. You probably heard it go squeaky to squeak. But anyways, in the last episode I talked about getting a new smartwatch, I think. Yeah, the last episode was Watch Smarter. Actually, no. I'm going to talk about something else real quick, in case you didn't listen to the podcast. I'm probably not going to do a lot of videos on Maplecraft in the next few weeks. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't made up my mind yet, because at the end of August, or the beginning of September, we haven't decided on a date yet. We're resetting the Maplecraft world. Basically, we're starting a new season. And everybody's kind of not playing right now. We got plans. We want to do the Ender Dragon fight, and we're doing a bunch of stuff, and we're going to invite some people on. It's going to be really fun. But I want to finish this, but at the same time I don't, because it's going to take a lot of work, and I'm not going to have a lot of time. So if I don't make a lot of videos in the next few weeks, I'm sorry. Like Maplecraft, I might not. Like I said, I haven't really made up my mind. I'm not particularly particular to finishing this build. I mean, I want to, but at the same time, it's just going to be a lot of work I'm probably not going to have time to do, because I slacked a lot on this build. Actually, it just took a lot of time to get all this lapis, and I still haven't gotten all of it. But at the same time, yeah, like I said, it's going to be a pain to finish, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep working on it. And I'm kind of trying to save some of my creativity for season 4? 5? I don't know what season we're on. I think we're on season 3. But yeah, so that's fun. I'm looking forward to the reset. I think a lot of people are. Like I said, we're going to get some people on. I have asked someone if they wanted to come, and I haven't gotten any response yet, which is fun. But yeah, hopefully Maplecraft will be all bloomy and blossomy and happy, and I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody's on board with the reset, except a handful of people. Unfortunately, Cranky Cranky Nerd decided that he was no longer interested in playing Minecraft and doing Minecraft YouTube videos, and he decided to hit the road, and he left the server, as well as Torch decided that he was no longer interested in being a part of Maplecraft, which is unfortunate. I believe he's still part of the server. He announced that he would be leaving, but he's going to do a big leaving video, which is cool. Well, it's not cool that he's leaving. I'm deeply sorrowed to see anyone leave the server. But it's up to him. He can go his own way and do his own thing, and I wish both of them the best of luck, whether they continue doing YouTube. I don't know if Cranky's doing YouTube anymore. I haven't actually checked. But whether they're continuing doing YouTube or not doing so much as YouTube, they have good luck in their life. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. I've got a bad case of the stupids. No, but yeah, it should be interesting, and I'm looking forward to next season. I believe next season we're actually not going to have... I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this or not, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. As far as I know, we're not having any special twists next season. That is the special twist. Haha, we're not having any special twists. I don't know why I'm trying to dig that with a shovel. But yeah, we kind of came to an accordance that after this season, which, for those who don't know, we're on UHC mode, and ore spawn is greatly... Did I do that? I guess I did. It's greatly lowered. The chances of a lot of ores spawning are greatly lowered. And we're on super huge biomes, or whatever it's called, and not amplified, it's the other thing that makes them bigger. But yeah, a lot of people didn't really like that, myself included, just because it's a pain. So we decided that it would be best if we just called it adieu and said, get out of here, fancy server ideas. And it's pretty funny because we did actually talk about it. It's like all these people trying to make a unique server, and the only thing you gotta do to make a unique server nowadays is just play vanilla Minecraft. So that's what we're gonna do, and I think we talked... I can't guarantee you anything, but I think we're gonna put it on the snapshot too. I have been playing on the snapshot on another server. Don't worry, I'm not cheating on Maplecraft. It's a private server I've been playing on with Pat and Ryan. But anyways, that's beside the point. I've been playing on the snapshot, and it's fun. I like dual wielding. I can't wait for them to add more stuff. Anyways, that's fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it's gonna go. We have a plan to send the server off, but I don't want to talk about it. We mentioned it on the podcast, but we don't have anything formally. It's just an idea. So I don't want to say anything, get anyone's hopes up. But I will if we decide to actually do it. But anyways, yeah, it was really fun. I'm looking forward to the next season, seeing what we can do. I'm going to try and get this finished, but no guarantees. I might just fill it full of TNT and blow it up. I've been working on this thing for like 2 months now, which is very sad that we haven't done anything. And I really actually wanted to see the space finish. But at the same time, I think resetting the server will bring a lot of happiness. We've actually talked about resetting the server for a very long time. At least almost as long as I've been on the server, we've talked about resetting it, and I got on... Actually, no, this is probably about to start... I've been on the server since, I think, April. Or March. I think it's April. It's been a couple months. Actually, been a good while. I am an elder now. As many people have left. I really am. It's kind of scary. But anyways, yeah, so we've been talking about it for a few months now. You know, we keep calling it off. It's like when we were looking for the diamonds, and Torch was like, Maplecrafter, and we're like, alright. And now we're just like, you know what, screw it, we're going for it. Everyone, we have a month to finish your builds, so that was cool. And we said a month to finish your builds, but nobody's been on since we announced the server reset. So it's kind of sad, and I don't know what, like, all the big prankers are going to do, because we have, like, the White Mamba and the Black Adder and the Shadow Pranker and all that, so it should be interesting. Nevertheless, server reset 2015 is a go. I actually think the server reset at the beginning of this year, if I remember. I didn't really follow Maplecraft a whole lot before I got on the server, which I know is like heresy. I joined the server and didn't have an idea what was going on. No, but yeah, so it's not been terribly long we've been on this season, but we've a lot of ideas, looking at seeds, big stuff. Anyways, I talked about like 10 minutes ago what I talked about in the last episode, which was I got a new smartwatch. Yeah, I talked about it. It said that I busted my Chinese smartwatch, and I shipped it back to Amazon and ordered an LG G watch, and I got it on Thursday, and it's actually a really cool watch. I'm very, very happy to have gotten it. Actually, yeah, I recorded the last video a week ago, because that was on Tuesday. It was the day I ordered, I think, or the day after. I don't know. But yeah, it was really cool. I got it in the mail on Thursday, and it was all fancy. It's completely touch. There's no There's no buttons or anything on it. Like if I want to wake it up, if I want to look at it, I'm raising my arm like you're gonna actually see the thing through your screen. But if you lift your arm up, the screen comes to life, and it does have an always-on screen with the time on it. But you lift up your arm, and it shows your actual set watch face, which I have mine set to a Fallout Pip-Boy because I like Fallout, and it's a really, really cool watch face. It's actually, on top of the fact that it's Fallout and really, really cool, it is actually very functional because it's got more features for a free watch face than I've seen on any other watch face. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's got like let's see here. It's got the weather, and it's got moon phases, which is really cool. I know nothing about the phases of the moon, but it's got them. I'll take a drink real quick. But yeah, it's got all kinds of stuff, and I'm gonna actually adjust it because it's sliding on my arm a little bit. It does have a silicone band on it, which I haven't quite made up my mind what I think about it. Because I do like it because it is very easy on the skin, but it's easy on the skin, yo. That's my new street name, Easy on the Skin. When I become a rapper in like 30 years, you'll know. And I don't know why I'm going to be like 50 years old rapping, but I will be. Anyways, it's very easy on the skin. It doesn't rub or just do things. Because I've noticed with like, it's not fabric. What is it called? Just regular nylon watch bands. I guess it's nylon. I don't know. It's not leather, it's not metal, it's not silicone. You know what I'm talking about. Those regular watch bands, sometimes they can rub after you wear them for a long time and kind of give, not a rash, but it just rubs you the wrong way. And metal can pinch you, but the silicone is actually very comfortable to wear. And it's stretchy too, so it fits to my oddly shaped arm. No, I never realized until I started wearing a smartwatch, because really the only watches I wore before were like Velcro watch bands. I never really had to worry about it, but I got these, both like this one and the old one, use the watch loop, the little loop system where you gotta stick the little pin through the loop. You don't have a damn clue what I'm talking about right now. I'm sorry. I have small arms for a very big gentleman. I'm like I said before, I'm 6'2" and 200 pounds. I have very thin wrist. I have a very thin wrist. Like the whole width of my watch, or the height, is like as much as my arm. I'm trying to figure out how to articulate my words. I could probably just take a picture of it and overlay it onto the video to show you what I'm talking about. But apparently I have very small wrists, which I never knew. 'Cause it's like, it's on the fourth to the last loop. So I have small arms. It's weird. I never really thought about that, and I guess I don't really have a problem with it at all. It's not like I do any heavy lifting. I don't lift, bro. I don't even lift. But that was fun. I really like it. It's very neat. It's got a lot of cool apps. I've got like a sleep tracker app that I've been using, and it shows you like your patterns of deep sleep and your patterns of light sleep, and it's pretty cool. I just like having useless statistics about my life. I don't know why. I always have. So it's fun little toy to have, and it cost in the end, it was I think $75. I got it on the Amazon warehouse deals, which is a pretty cool service if you don't mind the risk of getting a possibly broken item. I got my tablet and now my watch on the warehouse deals, and I have not had a problem with either. So yeah, you get them significantly discounted. It usually retails about $130, and I got it for $75, which isn't that bad. On top of the fact that I had the $35 returned from my old ones, so it was, I only ended up paying like 40 something for it. My math is horribly off, but it wasn't that much in the end, so it was really cool, and I'm very glad I got it. I am a connoisseur of watches. I've always worn watches. As long as I can remember, I've worn watches, so it's always good to have a nice watch. Nice and fancy, and I could change it to a Rolex watch face for when I'm feeling fancy. But yeah, that was really cool. I'm very excited to see where the smartwatch industry goes, and if you want to hear me talk more about it, go to my last episode and watch that, because I've already talked about it. So, it's amazing. This is the first episode I've had in a while where I have like multiple topics, and I'm just hitting them off like bang, bang, bang. Because I have another topic to talk about. This happened to me yesterday. So yesterday, I'm sitting at my computer, as I do, playing video games. And I got a call. And I don't get a lot of calls. I have a friend of mine who is very old-fashioned in the way of his technology, and he is literally, like, if you look at my call logs, it's like 90% him. It's like 2% my college, and the rest of it's just telemarketers. Everyone else I text. It's kind of odd if I get a call, because I have all my contacts I talk to on my phone regularly marked. Like in my college, it says I'm not going to say the actual name of the college, but it's like College XYZ is marked as that, so I know if they're calling. I have like their emergency line for whenever they decide it's going to start raining outside. They're like, oh God, the end is nigh, and they call everyone for some reason. But anyways, that's not the point of the story. I got a call from an unknown number, which very rarely happens to me unless it's a telemarketer. I don't know why I went into that big explanation, because for all you know, this could be a telemarketer. But I got a call, and I answered it, and I was like, hello, who is this? Why are you calling? Because it wasn't from my area code, and in South Carolina, it only has like 3 area codes, so I know them. I don't know them off the top of my head. I know my local area code, but I mean it's all 8 something. They all start with 8, and this one started with like 7 or like 5, which is probably somewhere near here. But anyway, that's not relevant to the story. And I picked it up, and like I said, I was like, hello, who is this? And all of a sudden, this guy comes on, he's like, so you're the one who hit my car, huh? And I was like, excuse me? Because, like, I've never gotten in a wreck, knock on wood, or hit anybody's vehicle, but I can tell you right now, if I ever did, I would definitely wait to find the person who did it. But he's like, so you're the one who hit my car, huh? And I was like, who is this? I never hit anyone's car. And he's like, you left your number on a note on my windshield after you hit my car. And I'm trying to reenact the gentleman's voice as well as I can. But anyways, yeah, he was like, you hit my car. And I was like, no, I told him, I was like, if I ever hit someone's car, I wouldn't just leave a note. I'd wait for you to come out or try and get a hold of you somehow. And he's like, yeah, really funny, fool. I'm gonna find you. You knocked out the back, like, it was like he dented the bumper and knocked out the light. And I was like, I'm sorry. Like, you have the wrong number. I don't know how I'm gonna get this across to you. It is not me who hit your vehicle. And like, as much as I told him this like 3 times. I was like, it wasn't me, guy. It was not me. I need to dump all this junk off because I never know when I'm gonna need. No, I don't need. I was thinking I might need this cobblestone in the future, but I know I'm not going to. But anyways, yeah, it was just like I told him 3 or 4 times, like, buddy, the area code you're calling me from, I don't even know where it is. I cannot help you. There's no way. I do not know what you want from me. And he's like, I want your insurance number. I'm gonna file a claim. And I'm like, I'm not giving you my insurance number. For all I know, this guy probably could have been trying to have it was probably some kind of insurance fraud scheme, which it would probably end up. But nevertheless, it's not the point of the story. But yeah, he was like, you need to give me your insurance number. I'm gonna make this right. And I'm like, I'm not giving you my number. I'm not giving you my insurance number. I have no idea how you got this number. Whoever hit your car left the wrong number or left just a bad number, because this is my number. I've never gotten in a wreck before. I don't even know who you are. I haven't hit a car ever. And eventually I just said, all right, goodbye, and hung up. And I haven't heard from him since. Which I really hope I don't again, because I would rather not have to deal with it. Because he was very angry. I mean, it wasn't like, I would have been all right if he was like, did you hit my car? I mean, because this guy left a number, and if he was reasonable, but instead he was like, fool, I'm not like stereotyping. This guy, he sounded black, so I'm using my generic black man accent. So I'm sorry if you're of that heritage. I'm not stereotyping. This is how the guy sounded. But he was like, yeah, I'm gonna, like, you need to make this right. You messed up my car. This isn't cool. He's like, I'm gonna just angry things. And I was just like, no, I'm not. A, I'm not giving you my insurance, and B, I haven't hit your vehicle. I never have. And like I said, I mean, I would definitely wait to make it right. I'd wait and give you my insurance information. I'd find you. I didn't do it, and eventually I just hung up, and he never called back, and I really hope he doesn't. But yeah, that was strange. I hope that doesn't happen again. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's problem was. He was very irrational. And I'm hoping he either dialed the number wrong, because I do not want the police to show up at my door and say, oh, did you hit so-and-so's car? Which, I mean, they could very obviously tell I didn't if they looked at my truck, because there are no dents and any bumpers. But that was interesting. That was an interesting time yesterday. I just kind of hung up and went back to playing video games. I'll keep you updated if he calls back for some reason. But yeah, I worry. I worry for the gentleman. I hope he fixes his vehicle. I hope his rear tail light and his bumper become uncrumpled and his life is filled with butterflies and magic. Yeah, so has anybody else had anything like that ever happen to them? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I thought that was an interesting story, and I thought I'd tell it to you, but I have no moral to the story. I usually try and find some kind of interesting plot device to tack on to the end of it, but no, it's just a story. Guy was very angry. If someone hits your car and you call them, it's very angry, but if you're gonna get a lot more cooperation out of them if you don't just play the blame game, even because, like, I blatantly said, I have no idea who you are. Like, I was trying to understand the logic, and once again, I say I'm probably just being an idiot, and this guy was trying to scam me out of insurance somehow. There are people calling me out on it right now, but anyways, like, I told him, like, I don't understand why someone would leave their phone number on a car that they hit and then deny it was them when the person whose car got hit called. Like, even if I did have to do that, I would be like, yeah, it was me, here's my insurance information, I'm sorry, if you want me to do this, that, and the other thing, I will. I mean, it's like, if I accidentally put a dent in someone's door just walking around somehow, I'm like, I am so sorry, I will repay you with my life's money ever. Yeah, that was weird, and I don't understand, and I hope he doesn't call back. Yeah, he made no sense to me. No sense was made, so that was fun. Anyways, I think this episode is beginning to be a wrap. My brothers insisted, no, not that kind of rap. But yeah, that was fun. That was an interesting day. I don't understand. Anyways, I think that's about it. And I'm saying a lot, but yeah, I'm probably not. I don't know if I'm gonna make any videos for the rest of the week. I'm going out of town. Thursday, was it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? I'm going up to North Carolina. As a part of a birthday trip. My birthday is Monday, which coincidentally is my first day of college, which is going to be fun. I have to wake up early and go do things, but luckily I only have one class on Mondays. But anyways, that's not the point. I am going on a trip, so I'm going to be gone. We need to figure out how we're going to do the podcast. I might not be on the podcast next week, so I apologize in advance. Or maybe you're cheering and you're like, I'm going to check out this podcast now. In which case, congratulations. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. I thought I'd tell you the story of the angry, he could have been white, just throwing on a black man accent, but he sounded like, you generally know, like, unless they're doing it ironically, most white people, I'm not trying to sound racist here either, if they're like, yo fool, I'm gonna mess you up, huh? And everybody knows the dialect and accent that I'm talking about right now. That the gentleman was not happy. The gentleman was not happy. But anyways, yeah, I might not make videos for the rest of the week. I'm going to try and get some build quest recorded. I stumbled all over my words this entire episode, and I apologize very huskily for that. But it was just one of those days. It's just one of those days, you know? So yeah, hopefully I'm going to try and get probably 1 or 2 more videos, Maplecraft recorded this week if I can find something interesting to record. I will record it and I will put them up for you while I'm gone over the weekend and probably next week. I'm going to try and finish rendering No Place for Blocks and get that up so you guys will have at least some regular content as well as Build Quest. I'm working on a special episode of Build Quest, which should be very, very fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. I'm going to stop stumbling over my words and you can go do something more productive with your life. I don't know what that is, but go do it now. Go back into someone's car and leave your phone number. No. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe and all that jazz. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Chris, signing off.